Hello and welcome to this short breathing exercise class. So my name is Paula Mitten. I am going to take you through a little bit of a breath work where we're working to slow down the breath, breathe more fully, more deeply. So you don't need to have any experience with working with your breath. This is going to be really self-paced, self-led. So you work at a pace that feels good for you. We're never trying to force the breath to do anything. We're never trying to force the breath to slow down. So you want to feel comfortable as you move through this practice today. Okay. You can do it sitting or lying down, where whatever is most comfortable for you. I'm sitting in a chair here today, but you can do it from an armchair, a sofa, the bed, absolutely wherever you're comfortable. Okay, so just knowing that for the most part, we tend to breathe quite shallow. We tend to use the upper part of the lungs. Often, most people breathe with only 25% of the lung capacity. So we're very much shallow breathing. And what we're trying to do is to deepen our breath, to use more of the lungs, more expansion through the rib cage, okay, to get a fuller, deeper breath. That's what we're looking for, okay, in a comfortable way, so that it doesn't feel stressful or challenging. It should feel natural and it should feel calming. Okay, that is the goal. So you can sit back into your chair. We're going to keep our posture nice and upright if you're sitting. If you're lying down, see, can you lie flat on your back? You can keep your knees bent if you're lying down, so you don't have to be completely flat. Usually that can cause a little bit of tension in the lower back. So feel free to have your knees bent or have a couple of pillows under your knees if you're lying down. Okay, and we'll use the hands today just to feel what's happening in the upper body. So place one hand on your chest and one hand on the belly. And then let your shoulders relax, let your elbows soften down. And if you're comfortable, you can close down your eyes now. And really just start to notice your body. Notice your body in space, your body in the present moment. And start to notice your natural breath as it flows in and out. So we're just watching the breath now, breath coming in and breath going out. Become aware of the natural rhythm of your breath, the pace of your breath as it flows in and out. And know that this happens completely naturally. We don't need to do anything. We don't need to tell our body to breathe. It just does its job. And the breath comes in, the breath goes out. And you notice your breath, the pace of your breath as it flows. And as you quieten down, as you really start to tune inwards and notice your breath, you might start to feel that subtle movement beneath your hands. So as your breath flows in, the belly and the chest expand ever so slightly. And as the breath flows out, they soften back down. And just see, can you notice that movement? Can you notice the breath coming in and the breath going out? Notice the movement beneath your hands as the breath flows. And in your mind, imagine the breath moving down into your body. And imagine that breath flowing back out again. And if you can, see, can you breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth? So when we breathe in through the nose, it warms the breath. And then we can breathe out through the mouth to relax a little bit more deeply. So it's important as you breathe in through the nose, the breath gets warmed, so it's more welcoming to the body. And if you find you can't breathe through the nose, maybe your nose is a little blocked today, it's okay to breathe through the mouth. That's fine. But we're trying, if possible, to breathe in through the nose and then out through the mouth. And as you become more aware of your breath, more in tune with your breath, see, could you naturally slow that breath down? So without forcing, we're simply breathing in a little bit longer and breathing out a little bit longer. Noticing how that slower breath allows you to feel. As you slow down your breath, your whole body feels a little bit calmer, bringing calmness to your mind, as well as your physical body, your energy, and your nervous system. Stay with the awareness of your breath, the movements beneath your hands as each breath flows. Imagine the breath warm as it flows in, calming as it flows out. And now let your hands rest down onto the lap and continue to watch your breath. Feel your breath flowing. Notice the rhythm of your breath. That slow breath. Each in-breath and out-breath equal in length. Breathing in for the same length of time that you breathe out. Breathing out for the same length of time that you breathe in, without getting caught up or over analyzing or stressing about the breath, simply allowing it to flow naturally in and out of your body. So let's continue like this for a few more breaths at your own pace, keeping that awareness, keeping that inward focus. Enjoying the calmness that the breath brings. And now slowly come back to your natural breath again. Start to bring your attention back to your body, the place where you sit or you lie. Bring a little bit of movement into your fingers and your toes. Wriggle them out. Gently open up your eye. Let your gaze come back around to the light, to the room. And we'll take a long stretch. Reach out through the arms, maybe stretch out into those legs and soften back down. Well done. Absolutely brilliant. Do this breathing practice every day. Give yourself just a few minutes in your day to do some breathing exercise that will support you in your everyday life, will support you as you go about your daily tasks, your daily chores. So well done. Thank you very much. And please do join me again soon. Thank you.